Don't sacrifice your feminine energy. The number one mistake that I see a lot of us do is sacrificing our feminine energy. Our feminine energy is the most sacred, the most valuable. It is the source of all abundance. Our feminine energy is what attracts everything to us. It's what allows us to live the life of our dreams. And the issue that I see today is that, first of all, a lot of women don't even know what their feminine energy is. They have never connected to it. At least since they were kids. Because usually when you are young and you're a child, it's so easy for you to be in your feminine energy. It's natural to you. You're in the moment. You're not thinking. You're not in your mind. However, as we progress in life, things happen and we start to constrict. We start to absorb the things of this world and limit us in certain ways. I want to talk about what are the ways that we constrict our feminine energy. What are the ways in which we sacrifice our feminine energy and we don't even know it. We don't even know it. The first one that I want to talk about is if you don't put effort into your appearance, into beauty. One of the key aspects of the feminine is that we value beauty. We love beauty, not only in us, but in everything. That's why us as women, we love flowers. We love decorating spaces. We love making things beautiful. A sign that you are sacrificing your feminine energy is when you stop putting effort into your beauty, into yourself. And in this, I'm not talking about conventional beauty. I'm not into that. I'm not into that you need to look certain type of way or you need to look like the celebrities. No. When we honor beauty is what makes us feel beautiful. What makes you feel beautiful. It's not trying to be like anyone else. Essentially what it is, honoring yourself. Honoring what makes you feel beautiful. Usually, when you stop caring about how you look, when you stop caring about putting effort into yourself, you're sacrificing your feminine energy. And what I would suggest, my dear, is no matter how life is, no matter how you feel, every day put effort into looking your best. Put effort into taking the time for yourself. Because that small gesture that you did shows you that you care about yourself. We don't do this for anyone else, but we do this for ourselves. Treat yourself like a sacred garden that you need to take care of. It is not anyone else's responsibility but yours to look your best for yourself so that when you look in the mirror, you feel good. Even if no one is going to see you, even if you're not going to leave the house, put yourself together for you, not for anyone else. Because when you look better, when you put yourself together, you feel good. You feel better. Another sign, my dear, that you are sacrificing your feminine energy is when you don't rest. We have been programmed to be like the masculine, which the masculine is always doing. They're always in their doing energy. So if you find yourself as a woman always having to be busy, always having to do something, always having an agenda, that clearly shows that you don't know how to surrender. You don't know how to relax and just be in your energy. One question that I have for you is, this is how I knew I was not, when I was not in my feminine energy, when I used to resist it, I couldn't stay without doing anything. I always had to do something, because the thing about feminine energy is that you are grounded in your body, right? So when you are grounded in your body, you start to feel your emotions, you start to feel. And the reason why so many women are not able to rest and surrender is because they don't want to be faced with the emotions that are in their body. Our bodies carry emotional information. So if you have childhood wounds, if you have traumas that you've been through, all of that is stuck in your body. And what happens is, most likely you don't feel comfortable sitting in your own skin in silence without doing anything, because you're going to be faced with those emotions. So I ask, are you okay being on your own in silence without having to do anything? How does that feel like to you? Notice that. How does it feel like to you to just have nothing to do? Because another thing that I notice is that sometimes also is that we only find value when we are producing outputs, when we are always like doing something, when we have an agenda, because we tie our worth, we have been conditioned to tie our worth based upon what we get accomplished. If you were celebrated as a child for getting good grades, let's say, or for whatever you did, and not for who you are, this could be reflected now as an adult. Another sign that you are sacrificing your feminine energy is that you're always trying to please people, even if it is at your own expense. Even if that means that you're going to be faced with a lot of inconveniences, but to you it's more important to please others. This is where the dark feminine energy comes in, where we have to stop being nice girls. We have to, because at the end of the day, what is the point of being a nice girl if we sacrifice our feminine energy by doing that? Other ways in which women sacrifice their feminine energy is by making themselves convenient to men. And let me tell you, my love, if you make yourself convenient to men from the very beginning, when you start dating him, it's going to be very difficult for you to change the dynamic later on. So it starts from the very first date. If you make yourself convenient, where you are the one driving to him, you are the one taking upon the responsibility of arranging the dates and things of that nature, it's not going to work. The reason why it's important that you are not convenient to a man is because you want to preserve your feminine energy. A true masculine man wants your feminine energy. And if you're trying to make yourself convenient so that he likes you more, or so that he approves of you, you are creating the opposite effect. Let me explain how. Let's say you're trying to make yourself convenient on a first date. You decide to go on a date that it's really, really far in order to get there. It's very inconvenient to you. What happens is, because you are taking so much on your plate, you're sacrificing your feminine energy. And it's not something that you are aware of. So let's say if you had to take public transportation to go to this date, instead of having him pay for Uber, or you decided to arrange the plans instead of letting him arrange them. When we allow men to do things for us, it's not from a place of entitlement. It's not that we are entitled and we are like, well, he needs to do this for me because this and that, and I'm all of that. It's not from a place of entitlement. It's from a place of honor. It is from a place of honor, where we honor our feminine energy. And because we honor our feminine energy, we understand that that's what we bring to the equation. So we allow him to do things for us. We allow him to make our life easier, because when he does, we get to surrender in our feminine energy, and he gets that from us, and he wants that from us. In reality, this is why we cannot sacrifice our feminine energy, because this is what the masculine wants. This is what he craves for us, the honey. So think about it this way. Your feminine energy is like honey. It's delicious. He wants it. When you sacrifice it, when you take upon responsibilities that are not yours, when you stop caring about your appearance, when you start stressing out over a lot of things and don't allow him to do things for you and things of that nature, it's kind of like you are making the honey into vinegar, where now he's going to drink vinegar, but he really wants honey. Be honey. And some of you might come back to me. I already hear it. You saying, well, the reason why I cannot be sweet with him is because his fault. It is his fault. I can't be delicious and in my feminine energy because of him. He makes me stressed. He does this and that, right? And my question to you is, okay, why are you in the presence of a man like that? Because the feminine doesn't blame. The divine feminine takes responsibility for who she shares her femininity with. She knows it's sacred. So if you're dating someone that doesn't honor your femininity, you simply don't give it to him. You simply don't give him your presence. But you don't stay there complaining that this person doesn't value you. Your femininity is yours to honor, first of all. And if you are in the presence of a man who doesn't honor it, takes it for granted, doesn't uphold it, you simply don't share your presence with that person. It's that simple. It's that simple. Because otherwise, you like, the way that I see it is, no matter what happens, me being in my feminine energy is what I want. Not only for the other person, but for myself, because I love being able to be in my feminine energy. That's another thing. I feel like a lot of the femininity content focus on you being feminine for a man, to be chosen so that a man could choose you, so that a masculine man could choose you. That is not the point of femininity. For you to be in your feminine energy, it's because it's your nature. It is how God created you. It's what feels good to you, my love. It's not for us to be chosen or for us to perform certain type of ways so that we could feel valuable. It's because actually being in feminine energy is what really feels good to us. We love it. Oh my God, it feels so good. And it's beautiful when we get to share that with the man that loves us, with the man that honors us. But we understand that not every man is capable of upholding our femininity. I hope to see you soon in our channel. Subscribe to the channel, give me a like, and comment below what other topics would you like me to do. I'm so excited for this YouTube journey. I'm so excited. I have so much more to share with you girls. I upload videos every Sunday, and from here on, sometimes I just upload videos randomly throughout the week whenever something comes to me. But you're definitely gonna get that video on Sundays. I love you more, my dear. Bye bye.